Hello Scorpios, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new, sorry about the wait. I apologize you didn't get that last weekly, but this is going to be for the last half of June because I need to take a break from myself, and I hope you guys understand. I just have been needing time to emotionally process my own life and kind of catch up with the energies that I've been absorbing and collecting. So like I tell people on my Instagram story all the time, like I have a life too. I gotta sort my stuff out just like y'all. So I've been pouring into y'all, and I need to give to myself. So I hope that you guys can understand. I have lost some subscribers, which kind of felt like that was gonna happen, but it's all good. So this is gonna be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Again, thanks for watching. Real quick, let's talk about what's going on in the atmosphere with the planets. Mercury is in Cancer until June 26th, and then it moves into Leo. Venus is in Gemini right now. Mars is in Cancer until July 1st, and then it moves into Leo. Jupiter's retrograde in Sagittarius. Saturn's retrograde in Capricorn. Uranus is in Taurus. Neptune is in Pisces. It goes retrograde June 20th. And Pluto's retrograde in Capricorn. Chiron goes retrograde in Aries on July 8th. So we'll be talking about Neptune and what it rules. Neptune does rule Pisces. It is, I can't even tell you right off the top of my head. So once I pull my book out and do some research on what Neptune represents, I'll share that on my Instagram first and foremost, but on the rest of these videos as well, I'll share that information. And once we get closer to approaching July, and then in July, I'm going to try my best to do extended readings. I just have to get Vimeo set up, so be on the lookout for that. I'm going to try my best to do that. So let's get 4 shuffles. Left side is you, Scorpio. Right side is your person. Again, it can flip-flop. Right side can be you, left side can be your person, or you can take over the entire reading, and it can be all your energy. It could be the relationship you have with yourself. We're going to look at mental energy at the top, emotional energy in the middle of the heart space, and the behavior, your actions at the bottom. We'll also take advice and the likely outcome and oracle cards if need be. Again, it's for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter Scorpios. Overall theme of the reading: Hermit mode, Hermit card, Virgo energy, introspection, inner analysis, higher learning, meditation, seeking within, seeking higher learning, and seeking purpose. I feel trying to balance the finances is time, energy, effort. Possibly is the relationship situation, trying to find balance within the relationship within spending time together, energy, effort, or it could be, like I said, finances, or making a decision about where to move, where to live, what to spend money on, what to prioritize with time, energy, and effort. It's just trying to find balance in those categories of those areas of life: Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, specifically Jupiter and Capricorn. In your mental space, if this is you, Scorpio, there's some restriction here. You feel restricted by something mentally. You could have some type of closed state of mind, or just be unaware of or unwilling to see things for what they are, and feeling stuck. But I feel like it's all like in your mind. Whatever this restriction is, whatever this inability to move forward is being caused by, it's like it's an illusion. Like she's wrapped up in freaking like toilet paper. Like she could totally get out of this situation with ease, seemingly. She doesn't look like she's heavily bound. But anyway, it's like all in your mind, and this is in your mental space. So whatever this restriction is, it's all in your mind. We'll dig deeper and see where it's coming from. In your heart space, there's some type of obsession or addiction that is ruling your heart space. Could be a Capricorn. You could have Capricorn in your chart. It could be some type of you probably feel bound by something. With these 2 cards, because they both talk about bondage and restriction, this could be, I don't feel like like I said, I don't feel like it's extreme, like it can be, but I feel like this is like, whatever this is, it's all in your mind, but this is heavy. This is restriction. It could be obsession. It could be power, money, sex, drugs, substances, some type of addiction, a person, a habit, or an imbalanced connection of some sort that you feel restricted by. And with this card, the guidance of it also says that you can remove, like you can break the chains at any moment. And I feel like I'd get a sense of like you are willingly, not willingly, but like you're in this place, and it's like, like whether you know it subconsciously or consciously, this is all in your head, and you can walk away from this whenever you want to. It's just like, I think you're staying there for now, maybe just trying to find balance, acquire balance within the situation rather than eliminate it altogether. You appear to be detached, in suspension, maybe waiting on a new perspective, waiting to gain perspective or clarity, waiting on enlightenment, letting go from control. Maybe that's why this situation feels kind of restrictive, because you're just like allowing things to be for now. It's just kind of, it's not really weird. It's just like, I'm in this situation. It's like I'm stuck here right now, and it's not necessarily that you're stuck. It's just like, this is what it is for right now, and until I gain perspective, I'm just going to allow it to be. I'm just going to deal with this for now until I gain clarity, until I gain perspective on which way to turn. Neptune, Pisces energy with the hangman here. It's like, once I figure out which way to go, then you can choose to release the bondage or whatever. That's what I get from this. Okay, in the mental space, your person is probably having some type of awakening or rebirth, replenishment. Could be going through some type of transformation. Pluto energy. Pluto is retrograde in Capricorn right now. This Pluto energy could be making them, causing them to have some type of awakening or rebirth. Like I said, this could also deal with forgiveness. They could be thinking about forgiveness. Not necessarily forgiving you, but like forgiving themselves, forgiving people from their past. I feel like this awakening is kind of like, this rebirth is dealing with like some healing. They could be for just noticing where they need to forgive in general. In their heart space, I feel like there's some type of conflict. They could be could have been feeling conflicted by something, mentally conflicted by something, and maybe they're emotionally just trying to like withdraw because they feel so conflicted. They just want to withdraw emotionally because they don't want to cause any loss or destruction. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. I think emotionally they just want to withdraw. They don't want to deal with it. They don't want it to lead to conflict. So they're trying to prevent conflict by emotionally withdrawing. That's what I get from this. They appear to be solid, secure, stable, a new beginning, a fresh start. You could be dealing with someone who's completely new, and you're just trying to find balance within the connection. Maybe you're both in hermit mode, or one or both of you is in hermit mode. You could be trying to identify what you feel restricted by, what's keeping you feeling stuck and waiting on your perspective. And then this person could be going through some type of renewal, rebirth, replenishment, awakening. And you're both kind of like in hermit mode trying to find balance right now, maybe. Let's clarify this whole spread. 3 shuffles for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like you're both in hermit mode, waiting on clarity, waiting on maybe communication, waiting on balance, waiting on karma to play out, waiting on clarity, waiting on communication, waiting on clear thoughts, mental clarity. Yeah, trying to gain clarity within yourself. Balance, equilibrium, fairness, trying to create fairness, trying to create balance, trying to acquire balance, Libra energy. Both of these are about balance and decisions, about fair decisions, that benefit both parties. And I think that's what you both want. I think you both just kind of dealing with things in your own way, and you're both in your own version of hermit mode. And I feel like there is like some type of communication, or there's some type of engagement or interaction between you two, but it feels very infrequent. Like there's a really like the relationship situation, trying to acquire this balance is really like more of a challenge right now. Your mind could be all over the place. You could be having high volumes of ideas. This could also represent sporadic effort, like putting your energy into too many things and leaving projects unfinished. A little bit of erraticism, like anxiousness. That's what I get. A little bit of anxiousness. It's like 1 minute you're shut down and 1 minute you're doing too many things at one time. And this is mental energy, air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It's like, do I just sit here and wait for somebody to come untie me, or do I just take what I can and run? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do I do? And that's the 7 and the 8 of Swords. It can also represent like a need to stand your ground. Like in the reverse, it does mean like a need to stand your ground. Like it can mean giving up too soon. But I think you feel restricted by waiting or something. So you feel like you have to do something, and that's where the sporadic effort is coming from. But be mindful of not rushing and doing too many things at one time, so that you do something incomplete, or leave something incomplete, or do something too quick, or leave something unfinished, or do something the wrong way. With the Knight of Pentacles and the Devil here, so this is a very strong connection. I feel like you're trying to take your time with it, because I feel like you don't know whether or not this connection is toxic or not. You don't know if it's just if it's obsessive in a healthy way, or if it's obsessive in a non-healthy way. You don't know. You're trying to see what the potential of this situation is, and you're trying to make wise investments of your time, energy, effort, and possibly money with the Knight of Pentacles. Trying to make sure that you invest properly. You make wise decisions and wise investments when it comes to this situation, this connection. And it's also about determination and progress. But the Knight is the slowest moving Knight. So in the heart space, do get an understanding, like a very understanding nature with this. It's like slowly giving this effort, time, and energy, trying to create this balance, knowing that it may take some time. Then we have the Page of Wands and the Neptune, the Hangman and the Page of Wands in the reverse. Clear my energy, because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I was about to say the Knight of something. The Page of Wands and the Hangman. The Page of Wands in reverse. That represents either bad news or communication issues. It could be it could be a child. The situation could involve a child. This is probably a new situation or a new person who struggles with communication. And that could be why you're waiting and detaching from the situation. Your behavior appears to be detached, possibly waiting on clear communication, waiting on a new perspective, waiting on enlightenment, because the communication is just like bad. Maybe you appear to be the one who struggles with communication, because you're just in this hangman phase and not really doing anything or not really saying anything. Or maybe you are in this hangman phase because this person struggles with communication. Could go in either way. So in this mental space, with the Judgment card and the Moon card, I think there are some deep emotions being revealed or being dealt with or identified or addressed. This does represent secrets, and fear around a decision. Could be fear involving making a decision, or fear of the unknown or the unconscious, fear of just like what's to come. This rebirth or renewal, replenishment, awakening, this forgiveness could involve some deep emotions, some fears from before. This, you could be dealing with the Pisces. The Moon card represents Pisces. Judgment is Pluto energy. So this awakening could be revealing some deep emotions to this person, putting it on the forefront of their mental space, making them deal with it. They could be seeing like some synchronicities, channeling messages through their intuition in their dreams with the Moon card, because the Moon card does tell you to pay attention to your dreams and listen to your intuition. I think this person is probably channeling messages and just trying to make sense of it all, like in hermit mode, trying to figure out what's clear, what's not. They could be doing a little bit of overthinking, because I feel like the desire for balance is there with both of these cards coming up, meaning balance and decisions about balance. I feel like that is a very strong energy between the two of you, and possibly a mutual energy between the two of you. If not, it's very heavy on one side more than the other. But I feel like this is mutual. There is a desire for balance and equilibrium within this connection. This person could have been hit out of nowhere with this awakening, with this rebirth, and I've been seeing that too in the readings, the masculine energy, especially for personal readings too. The masculines are going through awakenings, rebirth, replenishment. They're going through transformations, and that's what Judgment is about. That's what Pluto is about. It's like you're being made aware of things that haven't served you. You're being made aware of deep emotions that you suppress, that you need to forgive yourself for, or forgive others for, or just need to address and shine some light on and deal with them, because the Moon card can talk about suppressing emotions, but it is deep emotions. In the heart space, this person sees this. This is kind of conflicting, because it's like they see a successful, harmonious accomplishment here, or the ability or the potential for a success and accomplishment, but the Five of Swords is telling me that they're withdrawing from something, possibly just trying to withdraw from conflict. They just want happy times. They don't want any conflict. They don't want mental stress within communication. This is kind of vague. Show me. That was the King of Swords. Show me the Five of Swords and the Six of Wands, please. Ace of Cups. Oh, let me shuffle. I don't feel good about this. Show me the Five of Swords and the Six of Wands. One more shuffle. Strength. Okay, so I think this person is trying to have strength and courage and patience, from trying to pull the strength and courage from within for this connection to be successful and harmonious. This is like one of the wedding cards too, like a card that represents like settling down. But maybe they're just having a hard time departing from conflict. Maybe they're trying to withdraw from conflict in their heart space, and maybe that's what this awakening or rebirth is dealing with or is about. There's an opportunity for a new beginning. This is a phase that's trying to end. With this in the reverse, it could represent a phase of betrayal or backstabbing that is ending, or it could represent someone feeling guilty. I do get a sense of like this person feeling responsible for the way someone else treated them, or feeling responsible for the way they were mishandled, or for mistreatment or backstabbing or betrayal, some type of breakdown in the relationship that I don't feel like was their fault. They feel responsible for, but there is a new opportunity for growth and abundance and prosperity. Let me look at the Ten of Swords in reverse. One more. Show me the Ten of Swords in reverse, please. So I think this person is having some self-doubt. They see the opportunity here. It's like they're looking down at this new pinnacle where you have the opportunity to start fresh. But I think they're in a place of reassessment. Could be having some self-doubt. They really, deep down inside, I think they do have the strength and the courage to move forward towards the success, but it's like they keep looking back at the past, and it's like they got to get to a place where they stop looking back and stop looking at all the time, energy, and effort you have put into something in the past, and just pick up what you can and keep moving. But I feel like this person still has some guilt or some hurts from a past relationship they probably need to deal with and heal from completely, so that they can take advantage of this new potential trying to come in. Let's get 3 cards of advice from the Starmie Tarot deck. 3 shuffles, 3 cards. This one. Queen of Pentacles, Princess of Pentacles in the reverse, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Cups. Ew. Okay. The Princess of Pentacles in reverse. Let's look at that. Feeling stagnated, moving, nothing moves forward, being overprotective for the situation, in the comfort zone, not enjoying the work. That's what I feel like, in so many words, is happening. It's like trying so hard to create this balance that nothing is actually happening. It's like there is a deep desire to create the balance, but spending too much time in contemplation, waiting on clarity. Like when your intuition speaks to you, it doesn't tap you on the shoulder continuously and is repetitive and tells you over and over again. Sometimes it's quiet, it's subtle. It tells you one time, and when you don't listen, you're like, damn, something told me. And that's how you learn to identify when your intuition is speaking to you. So this person, I think, is having an awakening that involves them listening to their intuition and being able to identify their intuition, possibly spending some time alone to get that clarity. And it's like they think that withdrawing completely, they'll get more clarity. But when you spend too much time withdrawing, you miss out on the activity of actually creating the balance. It's like it's not going to happen and just fall into place on its own. You have to put some effort towards it. You have to put some effort in it. Okay, so this is like, I think this person is probably a little bit overprotective of themselves, I think. if they've been hurt or betrayed, or there have been some backstabbing that they've been involved in or been the victim of in the past, they're probably overprotective in that sense, overprotective of themselves, and like in their comfort zone, in hermit mode, in their comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at the Hierophant. This is Taurus energy. Caretaker of spiritual knowledge, teaching others what you know, awake to a greater understanding of the world. Pay attention to details. So I think this is you needing to, I feel like Scorpio, if this is the right side, if the right side is you, then this is for you. If the right side is your person, I feel like this is the advice is really for your person. You too, like, seek spiritual knowledge and higher learning here as well. Maybe mentorship, meditation, but your person needs to pay attention to the details. Pay attention to the signs of the universe, and pay attention to their dreams and their intuition, and pay attention to their random thoughts, especially their thoughts when they're by themselves. They probably need to spend quiet time together so that they can hear their thoughts clearly and hear their intuition speak to them. And we got the Ace of Cups. Which is abundance, love, a new beginning. We got the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Like, what? And they're both in the upright. Allow the replenishing energy to wash over you. Abundance of growth. Offer your creative brilliance and love. I know this is vague, but this just tells me to, like, give what you can, give what you have. Don't spend too much time in hermit mode, you know, not, I don't want to say playing the game, but not participating. And because there's a lot of waiting. The Hermit, the Hangman, the Hierophant, a lot of slow energy. But this does look like it's a very the situation has a potential to be very successful and abundant and prosperous for the long term, very stable. But there's a lot of contemplation, a lot of thinking, a lot of hermit mode, a lot of possibly indecision, or not necessarily indecision, but just taking time making a decision, not really rushing making a decision. Let's get 3 cards for the likely outcome. 2 more shuffles. Okay, trying to figure out your next move. The likely outcome is planning, taking some time to figure out where you want to go next. Could be planning travel, creative projects, more waiting, more contemplation, more planning, more trying to figure out what the next move is. There could be some communication, there could be some travel involved, but I feel like once you make your decision about where it is that you want to go, there will be progress in your affairs, as well as romantic affairs, creativity, and like a surge in energy and a sparking creative flow with the Knight of Wands, Aquarius, Libra. No, I'm lying. Aries, Leo, Sag. I don't know why I said that. Fire energy. And then you can kind of get to work. You can put in some work. This is about strength, endurance, standing up for yourself, tenacity, standing up for other people. It's also a card of advocacy. This still feels really, really freaking vague. Let's get 3 more cards for advice. One more shuffle. 3 cards for Scorpio's advice. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Okay. even though this is kind of vague. Two, just emotionally withdraw from the things that aren't serving you. And I think this is for your person too. Continuously looking back at a conflicting situation or something that you had to walk away from because it wasn't working out, and not feeling like a failure. It was a no-win situation. There was no way you were going to win. You did the right thing by backing out. Now you have to do the right thing by you're hindering yourself by continuously looking back at the past and what went wrong, when you can just have the strength and the patience you need to move forward towards a more successful, harmonious, and happy, passionate situation. It's time to withdraw emotionally from the things that have not been benefiting you or serving you or replenishing you. Things that make you feel drained, or it's either time to abandon habits, a relationship, a job, a situation, something that's not serving you. It's time to let it go. Walk away from it. And then we have the Death card, transformation, growth, rebirth, replenishment, Scorpio energy. This is you. It's time to allow this transformation to take place. Something needs to change. It's old ways of you are dying. Once you let go of this, it's like a part of you. It's like shedding your skin. I don't feel like this is it is a major transformation, but I don't feel like it's going to be like, I think once you realize what it is that needs to take place and what needs to happen, it'll happen with ease. Once you realize what it is that you need to emotionally withdraw from, you get down to the bottom of it, what it is that's not serving you, you can learn how to rid yourself of everything that you learned, coping wise, defense mechanism wise, to deal with this situation that wasn't serving you. Everything that you learned and picked up along the way, you can shed that as well. And that's where your rebirth and that's where your replenishment is coming in, and you're made brand new. Like you have a rebirth, and you go through this this phase where you become a new version of yourself. And then there's balance, equal give and take, the balance that you were trying so hard to acquire or create. You get that equal give and take situation, that balance, time, energy, effort, and money situation. I think it's just about identifying what it is that you are dealing with. It's not emotionally serving you, or it's not giving you anything, and unlearning anything that you picked up along the way to deal with those things or that thing, whatever it is. You lighten your load so that you can move forward and receive the new energy, alleviating stress, leaving stress behind, leaving strife behind. I think this is for your person too, because it's like they keep looking back, but I think eventually they'll get to a place where they can move forward and look ahead and stop looking back and stop trying to figure out what went wrong. Could there have been anything that was done differently? They can just identify, this wasn't for me, it didn't work out, I'm moving on. And then there will be progress, and the affair is moving forward and hard work and tenacity and balance. Let's get 3 cards for the likely outcome again, because I just wasn't feeling it. One more shuffle. 3 cards for Scorpio's likely outcome. Temperance, more balance. Clarity, I love it. Okay. Clarity, clear communication, smart, wise decisions. We have Temperance, Sagittarius energy, balance of the heart and mind, of the intuition and the ego, balance of the spiritual realm and the worldly realm, the 3D realm. This is also about balance, moderation, blending, harmony, within and between each other. So I feel like there is going to be, you guys will come to a place individually where you have balance, and you have you've negotiated those volatile factors within, and then you can come together and create balance together. All this balance. All that. Then the King of Swords here. Clear communication. Judgment, strategy, wise decisions, smart decisions, knowing what you want, knowing how to communicate what you want, open-mindedness, clear thoughts, clear intentions, clear communication, clear mind, like worry-free, stress-free, open-minded, receptive in the mental space, very strong intellectual energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And then the High Priestess, intuition's on point. I feel like this person is going to learn how to identify, addressing their intuition, and you too as well, Scorpio, if you haven't. This person is going to learn how to deal with their emotions, Cancer energy, deep emotions, communicate those emotions, communicate their desires, communicate when their intuition is speaking to them, identify where there are higher powers at work and when their intuition is trying to reach them or communicate to them. It's also dealing with things with privacy and discretion. This is also the High Priestess being here, and again, like intuition, like, yeah, definitely listening to your intuition, but damn, what was I gonna say? I just kind of went blank. Let's get some romance angels. Yeah, I just think this person is going to be able, they're going to be more balanced. Like, this situation will be more balanced. Individually, you both will be more balanced. Be able to identify the difference between the heart and the mind. The mind will be assisting the intuition. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be balance between the intuition and the ego. Any messages for Scorpio based on this spread? Any messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? Any messages for Scorpios? New love, a new person that stirs your romantic interest. For a lot of you, this is someone new. It wanted to pop out, but it didn't. So that just means it's just for a small percentage of you guys. For a lot of you, this is a new opportunity. The opportunity for a brand new beginning with a new love, true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So I think, Scorpio, if you're feeling restricted by something, you have to get out of that and try your best to enjoy this moment and just enjoy life, and don't feel too mentally restricted. Know that it's all in your head, and know that whatever takes the forefront of your mental space can cause you to manifest something. If it's something negative replaying over and over in your mind, you don't want to manifest it. So you have to get a hold of your thoughts and, think about what you want to gain, and think about what you want to attract and what you want to draw in, and enjoy the moment. Make sure you're in a light, loving energy. That way you attract that same energy back. It's very easier for a Scorpio to get into that dark energy, so be mindful of that. Flirt. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of passion between you guys. Maybe that's why it's so slow. Maybe you guys are trying to just really take it slow and just create balance, but you don't want to withdraw too long, because I feel like someone may lose interest. Even though this is a very strong attraction, flirt is here. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. So one or both of you may need to flirt to release some of this stagnation. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps your guidance to take. So listen to your intuition. Whoever has clear, abilities with identifying your intuition. Listen to your intuition and listen to the guidance of the universe, to make the effort and flirt and act on this attraction, because this is a true love situation. The new true love. It's a soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. This is a soulmate connection for a lot of you. Regardless of how new it is, and regardless of whether or not you've identified that or your souls have recognized each other, it is a soulmate connection. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it there, because this video is long as hell. But that's your reading, Scorpios. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this because I'm a moon Scorpio. But this does feel mildly stagnant. I think there's such a desire to create balance that no effort is actually being put towards creating the balance. And that's why it feels so stagnant. There's both of you have things that you individually need to address and deal with. But it does look like it has the potential to be very balanced and successful. In the end, it's just probably going to take some time. So that's your reading, my lovely Scorpios. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Follow me on Instagram and Instantgo, and connect with me on social media. Watch my Insta story readings, and well, when I do them, because I did kind of stop, but I'm all over the place. What was I about to say? Oh, next month I'm going to try to do extended readings at the end of, or for July. But if you ever want to donate to my channel or book a personal reading, the information is below. And this reading kind of threw me. I'm all over the place, so I apologize. But until next time, Scorpios, peace, love, and light. Best of luck.